Okay, so today we're going to be playing with mason jars, with canning jars. I love jars. I don't know what it is. I just love jars of all kinds. I love jars of all shapes and sizes, and they're very easy to find. A lot of times you can find them in your own kitchen, in your own pantry. I love to use the jars like this as creative containers for things. I love to use them sometimes for meal prep for things. I also love to use them as creative gift containers. And that's really where I'm coming at with this project today, that this could be something really cute that you could make quick, easy, and cute. A nice little something. And I was actually thinking about our teachers and just thinking how nice it would be to create something to give to them in a show of appreciation, or someone else in your life that you just need a little thank you gift for, maybe, or just need to give them a little encouragement, let them know you're thinking about them, something like that. So I love these. I think these are great. So I want to show you there are different kinds. If you're looking for brand new, anywhere that sells canning supplies, Walmart, your grocery stores usually have them. Walmart, places like that. I usually just pick mine up when I'm out and about. You do want to make sure that you clean them. If you're repurposing some old ones, let's clean them and make sure they're nice and nice and clean inside and out. You love this? Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you're here, Marianne. So you can see that this one has what we call a wide mouth. And this one has the it's more like the regular size. This is a wide mouth jar. So depending on the jar is going to depend on what you can fit in it, right? So what could go in these jars? Let's do a little brainstorming. What could go in these jars? Sometimes they're going to have, like, this one is a cur jar. It's got the little cur insignia on it. Sometimes it'll be a ball jar. This one, I love these tall ones that have kind of the diamond pattern on them. So sometimes you're going to find jars that actually have a pretty pattern on them like that. Okay. So just any size, any shape, right? So yeah. Okay. Kathy's kicking us off here. She says candy, buttons, beads, coins, mixes. Melissa, that's a great one. Mixes for like a Christmas gift. But to me, those mixes could be good to give anyone. You can layer, there are all kinds of recipes out there. You can go to Pinterest or even just Google mason jar mixes. You could do layers of cookie contents. You could do layers of soup contents. You could do layers of dip contents. So all they have to do is mix the things up with like sour cream or something, and then they have a great dip mix, right? So there's all kinds of things. Okay, you guys are coming up with some really good ones, especially as we get, if it ever finally changes to fall. I'm in Texas and we are just burning slap up. We are just melting. We are melting here. But if you're as the weather starts to get cooler, right? Then we can do those cocoa mixes and things like that. Salsa, that's one of my favorite ones. Irene, salsa, that's a great one. Yeah, paper clips, office supplies, gumdrops, lemon drops. Like, I'm just trying to think of all the things. Honestly, even if it's somebody that's maybe needs a little get well gift, you could fill it with some tea packets, maybe some cough drops, something like that. So the gist is that these will work for lots of things. They can work for creative containers for you, or also, again, such a great way, a creative gift container, even if you're giving a gift card. Right? Mix in some candy, mix in some other things, and slide a little gift card in there. That would be really, really cute. Okay. So I'm actually going to be working with paper today, which is another one of my obsessions. I love patterned paper. I love it very, very much. And I'm not painting today. We're not going to paint. we are going to paper. This is going to be a paper craft, and I'm going to share with you a flower, kind of a flower technique. I think I've done it on here before, way back in the early spring, but I'm going to do it again because I love this technique for adding dimensional paper flowers to things. Okay. Yes, a blessings jar. Absolutely a blessings jar. Maybe put your favorite verses on some cute little cards or something inside, or just uplifting little notes, right? Encouraging or fun quotes. Yes, I love that too. Chocolate kisses. Absolutely. And of course, you could use them for their purposes intended. If any of you out there can jellies or jams or veggies or fruits or any of that kind of stuff, right? Then we can gift those in a fun, creative way as well. Okay. They do make fun silverware holders. I totally agree with that. They make really cute, just great little containers for so many things, right? So many things. So we're going to make these cute today by using paper. And I've got some paper here that I've kind of cut into different size strips because I'm going to kind of play around with layering the strips. We're going to see how that looks. And I'm using a favorite collection of mine this year. I love this collection. It's by Simple Stories. And for those of you that don't know it, I'm a scrapbooker also. I'm a memory keeper. So I'm always looking for cute paper. And this is what it is, y'all. It's called Simple Vintage Berry Fields. Okay. So cute. That's what the collection kit looks like. I actually posted the link for this collection kit up in the description on this post. We still have a few of these left if anybody's interested. So that's what all these patterned papers have come from. All right, I'll show them to you a little bit bigger. And then that really, really cute stuff on the back sides here. This, though, I just fell in love with. I adore this paper. Look at all these patterned mason jars. They are so cute. They're just so cute. And for somebody that's kind of loves jars and loves old things, just that kind of look of things. I just really, really fell in love with this. This paper also comes with these really cute tags, which we're going to use today. So super, super cute patterns. And it's just a really, really fun. Here's some of the other back sides of some of these tags. Just something really, really cute. And I think that these types of colors can work for really kind of any time. I don't think they have to. Obviously, if you were going to put something in your jar that was really seasonal, something for Christmas, you'd want to use some Christmas paper, right? Maybe you're going to put candy corn in one of these jars and you want to use some Halloween paper or something like that. Okay. Yes. For herb gardening, that's a good one, Cassie. I love that. I love that. Also, again, jars are so good. Like I have all of my buttons in jars. I mean, for us that are creatives, we got all kinds of trinkets and this and that and all kinds of treasures that we like to craft with, and putting them in jars is awesome. And that way you can kind of see what's there, but you can grab them easily and keep them somewhat contained. Okay. So let's get started. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. Let's start with this one right here. So again, I'm not painting these. Now you can paint these, you can paint these, you can napkinize these, you can do all the things. But because I'm thinking more about using these as kind of a creative container, whether I gift it or I put something in it, I kind of like to see what's inside. To me, that's part of the fun. I want to be able to see what's inside, but I also want to add a little decorative touch too. Okay, so I was kind of playing around trying to decide which size I want to use, and I think I'm leaning towards this size. This strip is 2 inches. This is 2 inches, and I'm thinking that looks really cute. So let's use this red on this one. Red is such a great color, and I love this pattern. I think it's really pretty. And now I want to show you my favorite adhesive for putting paper onto glass, plastic, metal, things like that. And what I like to use is this. It's called ScorTape. How many of you are paper crafters out here? Yes, the replay will be available, Jenny. Yes. Okay. All right. How many of you are paper crafters? How many of you have used ScorTape before? I'm going to actually grab this link, copy, and I'm going to put it in the comments. So this is my favorite double-sided tape. Okay. This is my all-time favorite double-sided tape. I love this tape. Okay. Hopefully that will show up in your comments. I guess we're going to see. Okay. It is great. It is also terrible. And when I say terrible, I don't mean awful. That's not what I mean. I mean, I love it because you can tear it with your hands. So watch, I can just come in and I can easily tear it. You don't have to cut it. You can tear it, but it's super strong. It's great for putting ribbon on things that you don't want, like the glue to show through on your ribbon, things like that. So I love it. Now it does come in different widths, but the width that I use the most, that I'm always grabbing all the time, is 1/4 inch. Okay. It's this 1/4 inch ScorTape, and ScorTape is ScorTape. Okay. A little different on the spelling. So I'm going to take this ScorTape and I'm going to run it right down the edge of my paper here. Okay. And I'm putting it on the back. That's important. I'm putting it on the back. I'm going to put a tiny bit right here. Now this is going to be more paper than I really need, but I'm just going to wrap it around itself. It'll be okay. So I love, love, love ScorTape. You've never heard of it. Oh my gosh. It is really, truly is the best. And, I just use it for all kinds of things. So anytime I need like a double-sided tape, again, really great for ribbon. You know, when you put ribbon down sometimes, and if you use a glue or even hot glue, how it'll show through the ribbon. Like, so I love using this. I'm just taking off the other film here. And so can you hear that? Super sticky. Super sticky. It's really, really good. We do sell the ScorTape. I posted a link for it. Did it pop up? I'll post it again. Okay. I just posted it again. Hopefully it will come up. Hopefully it will come up for you guys. Okay. It is awesome stuff. All right. And yes, it does come in different widths, but it's the 1/4 inch that I'm using all the time. So I'm going to come around here to my jar, and I'm just going to kind of decide, you know, about where I want this to go. I'm just going to kind of run it right here, just kind of through the middle here, and just wrap it around. It's going to grab the glass very, very well. So the trick is just trying to get it lined up somewhat. Here we go. And then sometimes you can just kind of, if you need to kind of roll it back and forth, we just want to basically just burnish, which is a fancy word for rub hard. We're just going to kind of rub it out, make sure that it's, you know, really good and stuck. And voila. And you can see right here where it meets. Okay. I just tried to meet it up. Now I overlapped mine quite a bit, but you can trim it down so that you can save your paper. I think you can kind of see that's the edge of my paper right there. Okay. Cute, cute. All right. Let's do the same thing on this one. This one is a little larger. So let's do this one a little bit wider, and I don't need near this much paper. Let me just go ahead and trim this down. I was just being lazy on the other one. Because who knows, we might use this little square piece of paper on something else. All right. So it really is. It's a great, great product to have for lots of things. The 1/4 inch is sold out. Oh, Okay. Well, don't worry. It's a staple that we carry all the time. I'll double check our inventory when I get off the live, and if I can add more to it, I certainly will. And it is something we carry all the time. All right, let's get this off. I'm just going to smooth it around and just try to line it up the best that you can. Okay, isn't that cute? Super cute. How wide is the check paper? This check is 2.5 inches. This one is 2 inches. Because again, I want some of what's inside. I want some of that to show. Okay. All right, so let's have a little bit more fun with this, because this is another paper that's in this collection. And I cut this into a 1-inch strip. I like this because it looks like ticking. Do y'all know what ticking is? Ticking is a fabric that they used to, like you'd see it a lot in blue and white. It was on mattresses and pillow covers and, and things like that. But I think this little ticking is really, really cute. So I'm thinking let's go ahead and just add some more. Let's add this little piece, and I'm just going to put one right down the middle. I'm not going to have to use all of this. So before I take this off, let me see about where I can cut it. Alrighty. So really these widths and things, it just depends on your jar, right? Just depends on your jar and how much you want to cover it up and how embellished you want it to be. Okay, I'm going to just go kind of smack in the middle here, ish, middle-ish. There we go. Okay, so there's where everything meets. Isn't that cute? I'm not going to do it on this one. I'm going to leave this one alone. I think I just want to show you can, have a little fun with them. Now, we're going to open up these jars, and we're also going to add some cute paper to the top. Now, this is somewhere that, again, the stuff I'm showing you, I'm using paper, but this could be fabric, you guys. It could be, you could be napkinizing, you could do all the things. So I want to go ahead and cover these. And let's see. I'm thinking this one. Let's have this one kind of, again, they can kind of be matchy if you want them to be matchy. I'm going to take my friction pen. Anytime I have to trace around something, yes, the tape will work on fabric. Yes, it will. I like to use a friction pen because a friction pen disappears with heat. And this one, you're going to see on these jars, do you see how they kind of come on the inside? Sometimes some of you paper crafters out there might get lucky and have a punch that size. Or if you have an electronic cutter, you can cut a circle that exact size. But we don't have one. So I'm just going to kind of show you what I do in this particular situation. So I know you can see that I have it kind of right here, right? And you can see that this is actually where I want it to kind of fill in on this circle. So sometimes what I'll do is I kind of make myself some little registration marks when I'm kind of eyeballing about how that's going to be. Mix and match your patterns as much as you want. Our little tags, because we're going to use a tag and a mason jar on this as well. So that's going to pull all the colors together. So you can just mix and match as much as you want. So I cut out what I traced first because it gives me something to go by, right? Cut out what I traced first. And now I'm just going to come in and kind of cut out with those kind of where those registration marks are. And once you kind of curve your scissors, you'll see that it gets a little easier, right? So this is going to be my part that goes in. Now, do you see where we can still see those marks? Here's what happens with a friction pen. We can just put heat on it and they go away. The ink just disappears. Okay, so that's why I like using that friction pen. Okay, so on this one, I'm not going to use the double-sided tape. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use some good craft glue here. This is Scotch Tacky glue. Love it. It's great for crafters. And then I'm just going to glue this circle down on the inside. Oh, and I can see that I got a little bump right there. There we go. Get rid of that little bump. The glue is going to dry nice and clear, so if anything, oozes out, don't worry. Clean that up, and I'm just going to smush that all down. And now I've got a fun little decorative top. This could also be fabric if we wanted it to be. Right? Cute. When the lid goes on, it fixes your circle. So even if your circle's a little wonky here and there, once the lid goes on, it literally just cleans everything up. Okay? You're just going to see the paper part. That pen changed your crafting life? Absolutely. I totally agree. It is an awesome, awesome, awesome pen. Love it. Okay, let's see here. I'm wondering if I want to do a little bit of blue maybe on this one. Let's do it. Let's do some blue on this one. Now, the cool thing is, if you were trying to capture something, right? Like if I was trying to capture this rooster or something, I can lay on top of this to trace. Let me see what other images I have here that I might want. There's a cute little truck, farmer's market. Oh, this is kind of cute. Let's see here. Let me see what else is on the backs of my papers here. This is cute too. Let's do this. So I'm going to lay this one kind of on top to kind of capture this little oval. Let's see. Okay, I got it pretty well in the center. So again, I can see that this is about 1/4 inch in. So I'm just going to, again, come in and kind of make my little registration marks. That just helps me stay on track with my cutting. And you can do more than one if you want to. Okay. Okay. You can do more than one if you want to. See my little dots in there. Okay. Can I spell the tape again? Yes, I can. Actually, here, let me post it again. It is ScorTape. That way you can see a picture of it. I love ticking. It's so pretty. It definitely feels nostalgic and so cute. All right, let's go ahead now. I'm just going to kind of chop the swatch here first. And I like to cut the circle I traced first. And like I said, some of you have ways of cutting circles, whether you have punches or dies or your electronic cutters, if you're a silhouette person or a Cricut person. All right, let's see what a bad job I did here. Not too bad. I didn't do too bad. I'm going to take a little bit more off this edge. And over here. Okay, I think I got it. This particular tacky glue, this Scotch tacky glue, is great because it'll work on metal and wood and all the things. It's like a good all-purpose good craft glue. I even use it when I scrapbook because I got tired of my scrapbook pages falling apart. So I love it. It is a good all-purpose good glue, and we carry that also in our shop, a couple different sizes. Okay, it might be a little bit not quite in the center, but I did pretty good. That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let me move it to where it's at the, kind of at the front here. And for those of you that don't want it to be two separate pieces, you can actually glue the lid. You can actually glue this little plate up into the lid. If that way, when you unscrew it, it just comes apart. It's not two pieces. So if you want to make it like that, you most definitely can. And I did it again. Let's see. You see what I'm saying? If you wanted to, you could use a little bit of glue right around this rim and actually glue it into the lid. So then it's just one piece instead of two. Okay, questions at this point? Any questions? I don't have a notification text. I did for a little while, and they just raised the prices just astronomically, and I don't have that now. So I am looking for something new though for notification text scale. But yes, every Friday at 11 a.m. Central. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I think these are looking so cute, right? Super, super cute. Let's play around with something else now. I really, really love, as I mentioned, I love the paper with the canning jars on it. And I also love these tags. Now, these tags are great because they're double-sided. So like if you did want to use a certain one, you can. And then if you want to use one and then maybe embellish it even more, you can. I'm kind of thinking about this one. I think this one's cute with a little doily on it. So do you see? So it's like this, but it's also like this. So you have a place to write. So if you want to put a little cute little to from message, the Simplify is cute. BU is cute. They're all cute. They're all cute. I'm just going to choose a couple that are just more decorative. And now I want to choose jars for these. That'll be the hard part. And if you want them to kind of coordinate, of course, they can. Let's see. I'm just looking at what I think will pop. I'm just going to cut out a little row here. So adorable. And then when I cut these out, you can kind of bubble around them. Let me show you. Instead of, feeling like you have to cut them out exactly, sometimes I'll just bubble around them and then I'll pop them up. Do you see the little white edge going around this one? Right? Yes, this all came in that paper pack. It's all these papers. So cute. The link for this paper pack is up in the description on this post, on this live. So same thing. If you want to try to cut it away, you can, but I'm going to try to cut this one away. But sometimes I feel like you lose some of the details. So I really prefer, sometimes you can lose some of the details on the edging. I mean, I did pretty good on that one. But look, aren't those cute? Cute, cute, cute. You can even do more than one if you wanted to. And you'll have a really cute little place to do your to and from. Maybe we even do a couple. Oh, so cute, right? Can y'all even see them? Let me hold them up for you. Aren't those cute? So some of them have little fruit motifs and some of them are just decorative. I like them both. I like them both. Okay. Let's come down a little closer. All right. So we're going to do another technique here because then we're going to embellish these jars, right? We're going to embellish them. We're going to make this just really easy and fun. I'm going to go ahead and just use, I've got a hole punch here. I'm going to use a hole punch so that we have the holes out of the tags. But we're going to make a flower. All right. We're going to make a flower because I think having something dimensional on these would be really fun. Now, just like I'm using these, y'all, if you're using a certain paper pack or something, a lot of times there's stickers and other embellishments that you could use with those things, right? Like if you're trying to make something really cute for Christmas, like that would be really fun. So let me show you what I've done ahead of time. I've got some scallop. This is just cardstock. Okay, this is just cardstock. And I used a punch. I used my Fiskars punch. Here's another little tidbit of information for you. Anything with Fiskars, for those of you that are paper crafters, Fiskars punches, Fiskars cutters, Fiskars scissors, they have a lifetime warranty and they actually live up to it. So if you ever get one of their products and it goes bad on you or something breaks or jams, they have a process that you can go through for them and they will replace it for you. Okay. So really, really great. All right. So here is just some punches. I'm going to make, I thought I'd make a yellow flower, a red flower, this kind of creamy color flower. And I did these back in the spring because they're just really cute and they're really, really fun to make. So I think I punched about 8 of these. I believe I punched about 8 of these. I never can remember about how many I use. So we'll watch today and we'll see. It really just depends on, how full you want them to be. And watch what I'm going to do here. I'm actually going to use a baby wipe. Normally, you could use it like a little mister bottle with some water, but we're going to use a couple of baby wipes. We want to soften the paper. You can do this with other types of paper as well. Okay, let's do the yellow one first. We want to soften the paper. So how do you do that? If you don't have a spray bottle or whatever, if you have some wet wipes, you can do it just like this. Just put them between 2 wet wipes. Really easy. Okay. We don't need them to be soaked. We just need them to be softened. Okay. So we put them between these wet wipes and it just, all of a sudden the paper is much softer. Okay. It just takes a second, just a little press. We want it to be a lot softer. So while we make the yellow flower, let's stick the red scallops in here. And those can be softening up. And let's make the yellow flower. Okay, I hope you like this technique. It's really fun. So my paper is softened now. It's not super wet, it's softened. And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put just a tiny little hot glue dot right in the center, or center-ish. Just a tiny dot. I'm using my little, my glue gun has a little micro tip on it. So it makes it really easy to use. And let's go ahead and just, I'm wondering if we should start with 6. Let's start with 6. 6 feels like it would be enough. So now we've taken all, oh, I'm sorry. Did y'all see that, or was I off camera? I'm sorry if I was off camera. Here, we'll add another one. I always forget to look up. Little tiny dot of hot glue. Little dot of hot glue. And this one's going to go in the center. Okay. So now they're all attached, right? Yes, you can use a brad too. If you have brads, you can just poke a hole in the center and punch a little, and make sure it's a tiny one. You want it to be tiny. Okay. We're going to make sure that this is all nice and stuck together. And now we're going to take each flower up at a time. Let me bring my camera in a little closer here. Okay. We're going to take these up one flower at a time, and you're going to scrunch it. Okay. Scrunch. And then we're going to go to the next one, and we're going to scrunch it. You guys, I think 6 would have been plenty. So I'm going to say 6 on these, and just get your fingers in it underneath there. And we're going to scrunch it. There's 2. We're going to do it again. Get your fingers underneath the next flower. And we're going to scrunch it. Just keep kind of pushing up and up and up. And they make such pretty flowers. And it's a great thing to do with your scraps. So this could be pattern paper. It could be book pages. Book pages, you don't even really have to get them. You don't really even have to soften them. I'm going to take these 2 off because I really think that this is enough. So obviously, the more layers that you have, the bigger your flower. But look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Super cute and super, super easy to make. Okay. All right, let's make sure these. And like I said, this is just a really easy way. If you don't have a mister bottle, sometimes people get their paper too wet, and then the paper starts to tear and all kinds of things. So it really is better to just soften the paper, not get it too wet. Okay, so we decided we're doing 6. 6 makes a great little flower. If you want more, if your paper's thinner, you may want more. Are you all enjoying this today? What diameter is the scallop? Good question. Let me measure it real quick. It is, hard to tell. I'm going to say 1.5. About 1.5 inches. Okay. 1.5 inches, Barbara. All right. So we'll let these be softening up. And again, little dot of hot glue. As Belinda said, you can use punch a hole and or pierce a hole and do and I'm not even worried about lining up the scallops. Don't worry about that. But yes, you can pierce a hole and use a little brad through these. You don't want it to be a big brad though, and because you don't really want that center to show. All right. Perfect. Okay, you ready to do it again? You're enjoying it? Good. It does look like a zinnia, which is great. Also, kind of looks like a mum to me. Yeah. So just pull your fingers up. Just remember one flower or one scallop at a time. And the center one, you want it to be pretty tight, scrunched up pretty tight, pretty tightly. Yes, you can make large paper flowers too. Absolutely. And they don't have to be scalloped. They could just be circles, you know. So yeah, anything you can do little, you can go bigger. You can go bigger. Yeah. And like I said, they look really elegant and pretty, I think, out of like book pages or music paper, even though you don't see, because you're scrunching it up so much, you don't see it, but something about the look of it, it's very kind of romantic feeling looking. So I'm just going under every single flower and scrunching. Try to get the whole scallop up. I call it a flower, sorry, under every scallop, which now is part of the flower. All right, we're almost to the end. Now the last one, you don't really have to scrunch up so much because that's the base. I still do scrunch it just a little bit so it has like some movement. So do you see what I mean? Here's the bottom. So see, I might kind of scrunch it kind of like that, but that's kind of the base of our flower. And then you can come in and kind of pull some of the pieces apart. Aren't those cute? They're so cute and they're so easy. So cute and so easy. They look great. All right, let's make one more. And then we're going to finish our jars. Make sure my baby wipe isn't getting too, yeah, it's still pretty wet. So yeah, if you've done this technique before and you've oversprayed too much water, use the baby wipes. They really are perfect. They're perfect for this. And the cool thing about it is you can even reuse these. You can put them right back into your baby wipe container, right? Stuck them right back in there. And y'all, as a crafter, here's another little tip. Always store your baby wipes upside down. And then when you use them, the top ones will always be really nice and wet. Okay. All right, let's put this one together. And then we're going to embellish our jars. It'll be so cute. Now, every little step I'm showing you doesn't mean you have to do this to all of your jars. I'm just trying to give you options. I just want to give you some crafty options. Okay, and just hold it there for a second. You can see they're all, whoop, there we go. They're all just layered up. Yeah, Carolyn, always store those baby wipes upside down, and then they're always nice and wet. All those baby juices or whatever's in there float down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. My top scrunch pulled off. If that ever happens, just glue it back. So again, great to do with your scraps. Oh, I must have got these a little too wet. This one came off too. I'll tell you what, let's let this one sit over here just a bit. Let's let this one sit. I might have got these a little too wet. And let's go ahead and work on our jars. Okay, let me get our view back here. So as I was mentioning, I thought it would be really cute to use some of the jars. I'm trying to think which, how do I want to do this? Do I want to have this jar? This jar? I think I want these two. On this one. Now we've got an option here. We could throw a flower on the tag, right? We could throw a flower on the tag that's going to tie off and hang on the jar. This one has something kind of cute right here on it. So I'm thinking, let's leave, this one has the strawberry on it actually. So let's maybe move the strawberry jar over here. Okay, so if it's got something cute up here, you don't necessarily want to cover it up. But like a jar like this, the smaller jar, look, I could actually put the flower right on the top. And we're going to add some leaves too. I'm just going to hand cut some leaves here in just a minute. But I'm kind of liking this yellow on this one. So let's go ahead and put this together. I'm just going to use my good old Scotch craft glue. Let's put down a couple of these little jars. And like I said, we've got, you can write a message or something on the back. This can be kind of like your little to and from. And then you can use either hot glue. Oh, my glue stick's coming out. You can use either hot glue or your craft glue on your flower. So cute. And then let's do some leaves. Let's put a couple leaves in here. Let's see, what do we like? Kind of like the darker. So how do we cut a leaf? Well, leaves can be any kind of shape. Just think of, you know, just a leaf, a teardrop, something. And I like to fold my leaves a little bit just to give them a little bit of dimension. And then let's put a couple of these in place. I like hand cutting leaves because then they're not always the same, right? They look a little more organic. Oops. I'm going to fold it. Put some glue back here. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I know, it's so cute, right? Super adorable. Okay, let's go ahead and finish out this one. So obviously we're going to put something into the jar, right? We're going to put something into the jar. So this is where your little tag can kind of just hang off. And again, you've got, you know, you can actually put a message here, or you could even double tag it with another little small tag with a message. Maybe you're a stamper and you have a little stamped sentiment or something that you want to add. I'm thinking we go with red and white baker's twine. Oh, we got to do one more thing, you guys. We got to do one more thing. Okay, so another place that I like to use my ScorTape is right here on the lid. Okay, I like to use my ScorTape right here on the lid. So here we go. Let's just kind of, I'm just going to kind of shoot for the middle, because I'm going to put some ribbon around the edge of this, or not the edge, around the middle of this lid. There we go. Let me just tear that. Lift this one off. Stick that one down. So now I've got my double-sided tape because I wanted to show y'all with the ribbon. It looks so good. So I decided, I was kind of looking at my ribbons and I decided to do something kind of neutral here. So I'm going to start wherever your, whatever you consider, I guess, your back, maybe. I don't guess it really matters. And I'm just going to come around and around. If I don't get it quite in the middle, I can lift it back up and around. Cute, cute, cute. And again, another great use of the ScorTape. Now, instead of using tape at the end, I'm going to use just a tiny bit of hot glue here. So now I have some cute ribbon going around the top here. Okay, got my cute ribbon. Now let's do the baker's twine. And my baker's twine is actually going to go around the jar, so not the lid, because we want them to be able to get the lid off. Oh, sorry about my hands. We want them to be able to get the lid off, but I also don't want this baker's twine falling off, so I like to kind of put it on top of one of the threads of the mason jar. Okay, let me hold this up so you can see. Do you see how there's a little thread there? The mason jar thread is right there. So I'm putting it right above that. That way it's not going to fall off. And I'm going to start off by just tying a knot. There we go. Uh-oh. All right, are y'all still with me? Uh-oh, it looks like something's going wrong on Facebook. Are y'all still with me? Let's see what this says. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Huh. Okay. Let's see what's happening over there. All right, it looks like it kicked me off, but I'm not sure. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I can't tell. All right. Now I'm gonna take both tails of my twine. I tied it off in a knot. I'm taking both tails of my twine. Here's my cute little tag here, and I'm going to tie another couple of knots. And you want to make sure that's what I'm doing too, because I don't want it to go through the tag. And I'm going to tie a cute bow. Decide about how big you want my bow loops to be. And I'm going to tie these off. Okay, let's look. Isn't it cute? So now you can kind of, like when you gift it, you can have it kind of on the side or straight in the front. It doesn't matter. It's just a really cute little way to give your gift. Write your message back here. Super cute, right? I think it's adorable. I would leave this. I wouldn't decorate the top since it already has the decorative paper there. And let's go ahead and finish out this other one right fast. Okay, looks like it's still taping on my end. I got a weird message, so well, we'll see what's going on here. All right, let's go ahead and do this one real fast. So very cute. And then this is that cream flower that I was working on. Let's go ahead and keep smushing him up. All right, almost done. And there we go. So we could do, I kind of like the cream one. I think I'm going to put the cream one on this one. Put our little cream right here. Let's get us some more leaves. Stick this one right in here. We'll do this one a little different. Put this leaf over. Maybe this one kind of right over here. Let's do 3. There we go. Cute, cute, cuteness. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so same thing over here. We're just going to tie this on. Of course, if you wanted to embellish further, you can. I'm kind of thinking that this would be cute on the top here. So let's go ahead and put this one on the top. And again, I'll add a couple of leaves. I think flowers look lonely without leaves. I think they need a little bit of leaf action. All right, let's see, where's my front? That's my back. Again, just kind of creased it. There we go. Just gonna hold it down. So cute. So cute, so cute. All right, I'm gonna put some ScorTape again around my lid. I should have done this earlier, but I just really forgot. But it's such a cute little accent. So definitely want to add it. So I'm starting at the back of the jar. I guess it's the back. I don't know that there's a back. Honestly, when you hang your tag could even go on top of that part. Cut this nice and straight. And then I like to finish them off with a little bit of hot glue. Just keeps it from fraying, all of that. Oops, sorry. Keeps it from fraying. Got a little bit right there. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. All right, let's hang this one on. And then we're going to be done. I'm going to do this one with black and white. So again, I want to make sure that it's kind of around one of those lips. That way the twine doesn't slide. I usually tie it in a good tight knot. Let's bring the tails through the tag. Sorry, I'm rolling away. Tails through the tag. One knot. 2 knots. And then I'm going to tie my ribbon. And I'm going to put a little knot in each tail. And we're done. Of course, if you were doing these for like a holiday or something, it'd be fun to sparkle them, you know. You can take them over the top if you want to, or you can keep them really cute and simple, right? So I think these turned out adorable. I'm really, really pleased with them. Make sure you can see it like that. Isn't that cute? Again, if you wanted to add something else up here, you could. That could even be your message. Could even be up there if you want. And I just think these are adorable. So fun and so cute. And now I have a couple of really, really cute containers, right, that I can use as a gift to someone. Or if I decide to use the tag in a different way, I could always just use it as a creative container for myself. But I think it's really cute. I think they're really cute, really fun.